Next, Tatsunami joins Shiraku to go to his higher-ups for a special case incident. He meets up with Site Supervisor Shuji and Site Supervisor Mino and lets him know about the lockdown an hour ago. Surprisingly, an unsuspecting alien managed to get in the vicinity, now releasing itself from a human host it was controlling. Everyone is on the edge, and the alien wants to go inside again to another human host victim. Shiraku initiates to come to the man's rescue by activating his equipment and jumps towards the alien behind it. But the monster sees him right away, so it escapes quickly to get away from the attacking detective. Soon later, they got a lead that some strange creature was seen inside a factory, so the Foreign Affairs 5 goes there to investigate. Shiraku explains that the alien a while ago was also found here inside the factory, and Tatsunami asks on why it's getting back here. Now in front of them seems like a floating box, then it begins to them talk, shocking the hero. A smiling alien kid now appears, and speaking alien language the two can't comprehend. It also seems to be giving them a black iron gadget. The detective asks what it is, then the alien is transforming it using its hand. It turned into a floating statue, and then Shiraku uses his translator to understand its message. It is saying that an official from the planet Barupaba is attempting to do an assassination plot, and Shiraku is shocked that he's handling a really major case and says he's ready for it. Next, he also gave a voice translator to the alien kid and she's happy about it. She tries also saying her first word and the device works on her. Surprisingly, behind them appears the octopus alien that escaped a while ago. It said to step away from the princess and the two is shocked hearing that. The alien named Niam was greeted by the princess and was relieved seeing it. The octopus explained that her name is Princess Payun and I am her butler. Both of them are refugees from a war-driven planet. However, the princess is still not safe due to someone is hunting all the royal families. Tatsunami takes a closer look at the kid again, and she just bit off his hair like a wild animal. Niam says she means no harm, she's just showing her affection. The octopus begs them for a safe place because the princess is still in danger. Adding, she is being hunted by the galaxy's most skilled assassin. Shikaru agreed on protecting the princess, it's because the assassin has already found them now attacking from above. The killer tries to slice the detective but he already anticipated his sneak attack, and he chuckles when he heard the assassin says he rather not harm the weak. The princess also cries at the sight of the enemy. Shikaru suggests that they should all run and let him take care of the guy. The villain strikes again using his blade but surprisingly, it is a lightsaber and he turns it off. Then switching it on again beaming a light, and good thing the detective's reflex avoided the deadly move. The villain is astonished that his opponent had evaded the move, only 1 in 100 can only dodge this move he says. And then showing them a thing they wouldn't expect, it's an equipment that looks like a base tech made by humans. Shiraku changes his mind, he now wants Tatsunami to see how their equipment works. He also says to watch the girl because he has an arresting thing to do. The octopus is scared, and also planning on how to escape in case things go south. The villain likes a very confident loser, but at the same time he feels insulted by him. The detective replies you're just here as a tool to teach the new kid how things work in the Foreign Affairs 5. The assassin is dumbfounded to that statement. But enough is enough, he activates the second use of his device which is to blast a very fast and powerful light beam. Quickly enough, Shiraku dodges it again and also manages to evade the second beam. The assault takes a pause as Shiraku assumes that the villain is recharging. The detective then advises Tatsunami to always observe the enemy's equipment, for example, each alien can hold 3 with them. Another strike has been made and a shining bright light was released. Only this time there's no beam, it's just a distraction for Shiraku to be blinded by it but the villain fails to strike him. Then a laser pointer is targeting the detective. The enemy explains that the next beam will precisely hit you this time because it made you as its target. Adding the beam will follow you until it kills you, so give up the princess and I'll let you live. But the brave Shiraku refuses to do so, and to add salt to the wound, the villain reveals that their home planet was already colonized, and that every last of the royal family has been killed. He's just hunting down the very last one to avoid any potential revenge. The octopus shouts that he's just lying, don't listen to him. This makes Tatsunami just mad and says to the kid to just ignore it. The princess surprisingly goes up to the hero's head, and then chew on his spiky hair while crying. The detective just says don't worry, I know how to do my job and then saying, I won't die. The octopus is worried if he can face the enemy by himself. The villain is still exaggerating about his equipment then suddenly, a force blasted his face along with his body. Not only that, Shiraku intended to blast the equipment in that same direction causing it to break. He says your equipment is useless if you are too slow to trigger it. Then activating as well his own device which is repulsion and zero gravity. He crouches down preparing for an attack, then shoots himself bouncing off many objects that the enemy wouldn't know where to look. Finally, he appears from behind and started beating up rapidly the unsuspecting alien. After that, his mission is still at play, aiming now at the princess for his final blow. Good thing Tatsunami is there guarding the kid at all cost, and the detective says use your right hand to protect the others. The fully recharged weapon is complete and the enemy now shoots at the direction of the hero. It's all happening so fast, Tatsunami blocks the beam using his hand while the detective finally subjugated the villain. The assassin now lies unconscious under a sinkhole, ending the fight. Then the octopus was surprised seeing the remarkable dark cells Tatsunami is possessing. Shiraku explains, everything that is a mystery outside the planet, we call them dark matter or black hole. But you, however, have a dark substance that is made with your body parts, that's why we call them dark cells. The octopus says, we also have it in our planet, but they usually die and the hero worries if he's gonna be alright. The detective says he doesn't know, but he also possessed the same substance in his forehead, and Tatsunami is shocked in this revelation. Shiraku jokes that destiny has a funny way of getting them brought together in this world and he wants to know more about their implants as well. He asked Tatsunami if he would like to be his partner protecting this world and the hero happily agrees. The day after, they both see to it that the princess is looked after in a good and safe condition, and then both heroes relax staring at a beautiful sunset along with a cold coffee for a job well done. Now before going to work, the hero says his goodbye to his siblings and left. And then at work, he sees the detective typing, at the same time he's sleeping. Tatsunami is just fascinated with the skills he has. Then his supervisor is there who's about to reprimand him, but he can't, cause it's a loophole of the rules that the detective is still doing his job. Also enters in the office are Ginji and Yumiko, and congratulate the hero for his successful first case with the alien princess. The same day they all go to this vast field far outside the city, and the supervisor explains that new recruits must do practical training by accomplishing manual labor. On today's mission is about a recent unknown pest that is hurting the field. The local government doesn't know what it is, and it's their job to identify the cause. Foreign Affairs 5 has little data on the subject. Few of these are no threat, but if it's multiplying too much, it's becoming a problem. And it's Tatsunami's job to find its nest where it is multiplying in rapid rate. It's the season of heat and everyone is feeling the burn of the sun, so the two as observers can't even do their simple job of monitoring the new recruit's progress. Later, the two bought a popsicle each, and Ginji offers the new recruit to take a break for a while and have some treats. He respectfully refuses, and says he'll stop after the work. Ginji is as nice as before, and he approaches Tatsunami to give him the popsicle. After a while, even with the help of the two, they still can't find the nest, saying, it's impossible to find it in this vast of plant field. Next the site supervisor comes and tells them he already found the source of the pest from a police report. Yumiko cries knowing that there's no nest after all. Somewhere now in the wilderness, an alien is being interviewed by them and telling them he can't leave in the busy place of aliens area, and he rather live in peace here in the countryside. Tatsunami is now preparing himself for the upcoming fight, and Yumiko asks him why the angry face all of a sudden. The alien added, he's growing the little creatures in his own field for food, but Shiraku tells him that it is hurting the nearby plantations in which the alien is not aware of. The site supervisor says he has the legal documents of these creatures, but still notified him about the harm it is doing in the area. The alien apologizes for the trouble he caused. After the assignment, the detective explains that not all aliens living on Earth are causing problems. In fact, most of them are living reasonable and abiding with the law here. It is such a new revelation to the hero on his perspective about aliens. Watch this next video. See you on the next one.